Hey, what's good, YouTube? I just came here to pop in right quick to do this little impromptu video. I wasn't planning on recording today. You know, it is Sunday. I wasn't planning on recording because I just did a video yesterday, but I felt the need to because I saw a comment on my Instagram that one of my Instagram followers left. So it basically triggered me to want to have this conversation because I felt like it was a good point and what he was saying was like real. So I want to read it to you guys right quick. Let me go ahead and I should have already had this up, but you know how we are. So basically, I had posted on my Instagram right here. I had posted, date someone whose actions don't make you check the tarot every week. And I got this from one of the tarot readers that I follow on YouTube. And I posted it because I thought it was funny because I do remember that there was a time in my life before I discovered how to do birth charts and different things like that where I would constantly check the tarot. Like, what's going on? And I'd be checking my moon, my rising, and everything because I am a Pisces sun sign and I have a Scorpio moon, and my ascendant is tricky because in some people's calculations that I've basically put my chart into, I've been told I was a Scorpio rising, and then in others, Libra rising. Now, learning how to do the birth charts on my own, I'm going to lean more towards a Libra rising, but in the beginning, I was more towards a Scorpio rising just because I felt like it fit my personality until I got more into understanding a Libra rising. And I am very balanced. Like, I try to see both sides of the story. I won't always agree. Like, I'll tell you if I agree or if I disagree, but I'll try to understand both sides, right? But I'm not one of those type of people that would try to convince you or talk you into seeing the other side. If your side, I'll be like, I understand, but you did wrong. You know, like I'm one of those type of people. So I am very balanced in my opinions when it comes down to it. Like, I'll understand where you're coming from, but if it doesn't sparkle well, then I'm gonna be like, hey, that don't make no sense. I get where you may have thought it did, but this is the reality of it. So I do feel like I'm more of like on that scale because Libra is a mutable sign, and I will, kind of where Scorpio rising would make me fixed. So whether you were right or wrong, if I'm rocking with you, I'm rocking with you. And I'm not like I have to. I'm gonna rock with you if you my people, whether you right or wrong. But I'm gonna let you know if you were wrong. But we still gonna roll out. And that's part of my Scorpio moon. It's like once I'm with you, I'm locked in. I'm fixed, and nobody can sway me but you. So, anywho, that was just a quick little glimpse into me. So basically, he responded to me, and he said, well, he commented, I should say, and he said that I'm doing a background check on some of the women I've dealt with because every last one of them have been abused, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, effed up by F-boys, and don't realize they had a good man in front of them. I'm staying single. F this bipolar ass shit, shaking my damn head. And I basically said, the best advice I could give on this is to learn their love language and approach from that angle. I don't care how damaged a person is. If you learn their love language and approach from that angle, they will naturally open up, reverse the damage. Now, I'm not, let me put this disclaimer out there. I'm not saying that this is the fix-all for everybody. Some people need counseling. Period, point blank. And I'm not a licensed psychologist, psychiatrist, sociologist. I'm not licensed nothing. So I'm not the person. I'm not even a licensed counselor. So I'm not the person to give anybody any counseling. But I will say that some people need professional help. And I don't care how much you try to help them. If they don't go get that help professionally and maybe get on some meds, they're going to always be off the wall. But there are some people who are damaged, but they still are receptive to feeling love and giving love back. And these are the people I'm talking about. So when I say find out somebody's birth chart, I'm not saying that find out somebody's birth chart is going to be the beginning and the end all to every issue. I'm just saying if a person is still at a point where they can be harnessed and talked to, that learning their birth chart might help to bridge that gap. Because if your love language is if someone has, like a love language or a sign in their Venus that is, say, air, right? So I'm just going to throw this out there, like just say Aries, then they may need to be talked to more, strong, like show up strong for them, you know. But if you have somebody who has a Venus like in Taurus, then they would appreciate the stability. So you have to be stable in your ways. So this is what I mean by when you learn when you get their birth chart, if you can get their birth chart at the time of their birth, and you can learn where their positions are, you know, as far as the houses that the planets fall in, you can better understand them and how to approach the situation. And then that might make them more receptive to trusting you. You get what I'm saying? Because you have to trigger you have to get that chemical connection to be made inside of a person where they'll say, you know what, this person is different. Because everybody loves somebody that has taken out the time to get to know them. I mean, me, anybody. If somebody brought you a bouquet of roses and said, I understand why your favorite color is red, baby. Red looks so good around you. And you never told them that your favorite color is red, but say you didn't tell them directly that your favorite color was red, but you may have said, yeah, you know, I like red bottom shoes. I just like the red bottom because red is my color. That's my favorite color. But, you know, I just like red bottom shoes. But you never, like, directly said, hey, red is my favorite color. Or they didn't say, what's your favorite color? And you say, oh, red. But if a person took the time out to kind of figure this out and got that information out of you, or say they even went to one of your family members and said, hey, what's her favorite color? That right there would, like, stop, you know what I'm saying, some people in their tracks, like, they took the time out to. And if you know what position their Venus is in, then you would already know what type of person would be receptive to that. Okay, her Venus isn't such and such. She likes to be surprised with little notions that I'm paying attention to her or him. So I just want to give you guys a little glimpse of what I've been working on. Yes, I've been working on a hand-to-hand pamphlet for the people who have purchased a birth chart from me. So anywho, back to what I was saying, because I swear it doesn't make a difference if they 2 or 22. Kids will interrupt you right when you're in the middle of doing something for the most craziest thing. It can be something so random that could wait. But anywho, like I was trying to say, because I'm trying to hurry up because I got things that I want to get to today. It's Sunday. You know how that is, that mad dash before work.
Hi.
So,
Hi.
Why are you... I swear to God. Why don't he work today? God, every time. Y'all know every time he's awake, he messes with me. I swear, he... Damn Libras. Anywho. Like I said, you guys know how you do that mad dash before you go back to work to get everything done. So that's like where I'm at. So I'm trying to hurry up and do this and then get back to work. So I just want to give you guys a glimpse of my pamphlet that I'm working on, which is actually to go hand in hand with the birth charts that, you know, I have been working on and everything. So it's going to be a whole rollout, like when I get done, but whatever. So basically, we're just going to talk about Venus signs. So what I have here is that Venus is the planet of love and pleasure. It rules over your ability to express affection, enjoy beauty, love affairs, my handwriting, y'all bear with me, love affairs, art, adornment, and declaration. Also, social status, harmony, and friendship. Venus influences your personality, allure, and desirability, and what kind of sex appeals, and what kind of sex appeal you possess. The Venus influence on your chart identifies how you relate to the opposite sex. If you're popular and make friends easily. Are you artistic? Check your Venus. Being a planet of pleasure, it points to the kinds of amusements you are drawn to and in what ways you spend your money. If Venus is heavy in your horoscope, you are usually a delightful companion, very easy to get along with. Venus never travels far from the sun in your horoscope. It's always either in your sun sign or one of the two signs immediately preceding or following your sun sign. Now, to break that down, the reason why your Venus is important is because it says right there, it deals with your relationships and what type of person you are. If the person has heavy Venus in their chart, they're going to be more delightful. If they don't have a lot of Venus in their chart, then they're going to be more hardened. These are the things that you would want to know about somebody, because you have some people who are very clingy to their partner, and you have some people that wish their partner would give them 100 feet. Like, I love you, but go over there. That could possibly be a person that doesn't have a lot of Venus in their chart. So you being clingy and trying to show them all of this shit, you're actually agitating that person. So if you find out where their Venus is, see, if they have heavy Venus, then you basically know that they're probably the type of person that likes a lot of social, stimulation. They like to kind of be the center of attention. They like to please and be pleased. So it'll be easier to get to them being more assertive, right, on them. They might appreciate that more. But if you have a person that has their Venus position and say they're not, like say if they have a Venus in Capricorn and they don't have a lot of Venus in their chart, then this person is going to appreciate structure. They're going to want to make sure that everything is in place and that you are executing certain things and then back up off of them. That is a position. And then you as a person, if you have heavy Venus in your chart, you may be overpowering this person. Like, okay, you know what? I'm doing too much. But if you have this understanding of that person and you have a clear understanding of yourself, then you can communicate. You can know when you need to back up. Okay, you know what? It's not that this person is an asshole. It's their planetary, it's their stamp in this world. See, we want to take the zodiac and put it out here in this taboo state and make it seem like horoscopes and stuff are so, it's not factual. But the powers that be know that it's factual. The reason, case in point, is that how you have 12 zodiac signs and you have 12 months in the year. Do you think that that's an accident? I hope by now, majority of the people that listen to me know that there is no such thing as coincidence. It's synchronicities. There's a reason why our power structures follow the zodiac. If you stop and use your common sense and look at the signs, you'll notice that everything we do in life follows the zodiac. And there's so many different boop, 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 boop. Just like when people say, oh, this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Do you think that's just an accidental statement? When they say we're coming out of the age of Pisces, that's the age of illusions, delusions, and sleep. So that's why you hear people say it's an awakening, because people are coming out of the death. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, so it's the death of the zodiac. That's the last step before you actually leave. So coming into Aquarius means coming into a new dawning, into a new day, into a new position, to where people are getting enlightened and their antennas are starting to pick up on frequencies, and they're starting to see that everything we've been taught is wrong. That's why they use the Christ concept as the fishers of men, as the good fish, because Pisces are fish. Like, it's so common sense, but people want to take something that we created as the original people and make it taboo, where the people that are in power understand it fully, and that's the reason why they're able to keep you where you're at, and you're struggling to get by because you haven't even taken the time to understand yourself. You don't know who you are. So how the hell can you love somebody else or deal with somebody else completely if you don't know who you are? It starts with you. That's the reason why I encourage people, get your birth chart. Find out what your birth chart is. I'm not telling you that you got to rule your life by it. I'm just saying that it would be a great tool, and you can understand yourself better, and maybe you understand why you make the decisions that you make in life. Why are you getting the things that you're getting in life? What your purpose is, and how to love somebody. It's not a hard concept to grasp until you want to grasp it. But I mean, it's totally up to you. In the meantime, in between time over here, this whole situation is going to be harmonious regardless, because I check everybody's chart around me. So I get it, I understand, and because I want to do the work, and because I want to make those connections, and because I value those relationships, I'm making my business to know these things about the people that I deal with closely in proximity in my life, because I don't want to overstep my boundary on certain things when I can head it off before it gets that far, you know? So that's just my suggestion, a small snippet into what I have been doing. And I'm about to get out here and go do what I need to do today to get my household in order for the work week. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to be doing the same today. So with that being said, always remember what I say before I go, which is to be prolific, be abundant, do something good for yourself, and do something good for somebody else. Until the next time we meet, peace, y'all.